I'm trying to renovate and upgrade this house that we bought, and you know, our granary, or this room, this area here, this part of the house, which is I guess the garage, is 300 years old plus, and you know, I'm discovering bits and pieces as we go. So some of these things might be valuable finds, some maybe not. Still, check out this thing. This is a garage with a pit in it. The pit is for the mechanic, and the mechanic can get underneath. Oops, the mechanic can get underneath the I've done this wrong. So the mechanic can get underneath the car. There's room enough for the mechanic to fit. And I have to dig out all of this trash. All this trash. And I don't know how old it is, to tell you the truth. I've already pulled out a lot. But the reason I pulled out the camera was because as I was digging, I discovered the first step. You know, these pits usually have a stairway that goes down into the pit, and I've just found the first step here. So I'm going to keep cleaning it out, but I want to show you at least some progress on this thing. There's all kinds of ridiculous rubbish, but the interesting part is the architecture. Oh, interesting that you throw those out for tiling. Spaces for tiles. Still new. I just want to expose it so you can see. Oh. This is the first step. I don't know how many steps there are. There might only be one step, but there might be another step as I go further down. So stay posted. I'm going to take all this rubbish away as much as I can, and you can watch my progress. There are some strange things in here, the worst of which so far is a mattress. This is the last part of the bed frame, and this mattress here has disintegrated into basically pulp. This used to be insulation. Ugh, it's disgusting, it smells bad, it's got to go. Christ. Ugh. So I was on my way doing my thing, emptying out this hole as much as I can, and then I discovered on this side there's another step as well. I don't know if you can see it too easily, but there's a step. There's a step there, it's got rubbish on it now. But I'm going to keep going down. I don't know if there's only one step on each side, and then very, very soon I hope to hit the bottom. It's a little moist on that step, so I'm not sure if water comes into this or not. But so far it's been very dry by Irish standards, and only that corner there's looks a little damp, which would explain why the mattress turned to rubbish after a few decades. Here's an idea of the kind of stuff that's coming out. It really is garbage. That's the second toilet seat that I've pulled out of that hole, and I hope it's the last, but I don't think so somehow. It's all kinds of personal home stuff, bits and pieces like shower curtain and shoes, weird personal belongings, very, very old, children's toys, you know, bucket and spade for the beach. you know, a boy's football. Anyway, it's a whole lot of rubbish, and I've got to pack it all up. I'll give you one more update as soon as this thing hits the bottom. Alright? You don't want to see me pulling rubbish out of a hole. It's pretty boring. So, back in a sec. Alright there, treasure hunters. It's pretty safe to say I didn't find anything of value in this pit. And to make matters worse, okay, I found 2 steps here, 2 steps there, and in the water, it's just water in the middle. So, unfortunately, I'll just drop a rock in there for the hell of it. I cleared out almost all the rubbish, and it was mostly dry. But by the time I'd lifted up the last little bit of garbage, yep, full of water. So I have to dig all of this crap out of there, and then at some point pump out this water and then try to seal it with some kind of plastic coat that will give it a waterproof coating. It's been a hell of a day because I've pulled out a lot of strange things, car emblems and bits and pieces of, you know, personal items like you know, hand mirrors and combs and brushes and yeah, like all that kind of domestic stuff you'd expect to find, plus a lot of automotive things from yesteryear. As I said, the guy who used to live here was the first mechanic in Ballymote. So here's what's left to be done. I think there's about a foot of water to be sucked out of there, and all this garbage has to be sucked out of there. I don't think there's another step. I think it actually just goes down about 1 more foot and then that's the bottom. And I'll give you an update later on. But it's been quite a day, quite a day, emptying all of this old stuff out of this mechanic's pit. Thanks for tuning in. This has been John Green on Irish Ore, always looking for the great stuff of legend, you know, things from history, things from yesteryear, modern day adventuring in ancient spaces. Of course, no metal detectors. I'm not even using a magnet in this video. I'm just using my hands and gloves to pull all this garbage out of this hole. And there have been 1 or 2 things worth keeping, pieces of iron, but mostly, no, it's been pretty horrible, and by the time I got to the bottom, it was very upsetting. Thanks for watching Irish Ore right here on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't, click that little button down there, leave a comment if you like, and I'll be seeing you next week in another video. Thanks for watching.